Every reporter changes the story. Just like every scientist changes what he's observing, every reporter is changing that story.
What are we doing, Joe?
We're ready to put a plastic catcher in the water. A troll for plastic.
What in the hell is that? There's a misconception that the worst kind of spill is the thing, the gooey, oily mess.
Yeah.
Where it's really these nice little bits of your plastic bottles that are going to be around forever, basically.
So we're just on the outskirts of the gyre right now. Haven't really even gotten into the thick of things, and already in the last hour, we've seen more fucking trash float by than we have in like the entire voyage up till now. We're nowhere near land, we're nowhere near any other fucking ships, and it's just Flotsam City out here. All fucking plastic, too. All gross, sun-baked plastic. It's absurd.
Just this one chemical, bisphenol A, that is used to make these hard, clear plastic called polycarbonate, is produced at over 7 billion pounds a year, and it's a non-recyclable plastic. What's happening to it? It's being thrown away into the environment. The evidence from Europe, Asia, the United States, is that every person examined has these chemicals in their bodies. There is actually a study in Japan where women with elevated levels of bisphenol A were the women who were repeatedly miscarrying, never able to have a successful pregnancy. When you go out into the ocean and you see that the ocean is full of these plastic products, where in the world is there not exposure to them?
Tell me when. Ready?
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay, you're rolling.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Thomas Morton. We're here in Long Beach, California, on our way to meet Charles Moore, who's the captain of the oceanographic research vessel Alguita. For a number of years, we've been reading these articles about this just huge section of the ocean that's essentially a floating landfill. 10 years ago, on a sailing trip back from Australia, Captain Moore took a detour into a section of the North Pacific called the North Pacific Gyre, which is kind of a swirling vortex of currents. That area has sort of historically acted as a collecting point for all the debris, and is sometimes referred to as the Eastern Garbage Patch. Now, kind of with the advent of plastics, it's just become one large, continuous sort of dump. When Captain Moore found it, it was just plastic bags and bottles and consumer products as far as the eye can see. Like, some places have estimated it as like the size of Texas. There's a lot of what sounds like hyperbole, and some people have written it off totally as just like an urban myth. So we're gonna go out with Captain Moore on his boat to survey the damage out there. I've never been on a boat, and I've been kind of boning up on my knots and swimming lessons and all. It's a 3-week trip, a week to get out there, a week of taking samples and hanging out with all the trash, and then a week to get back. We are going to act as crew. It's Jake, our camera guy, Meredith, producer. We are one half of the crew of the ORV Alguita on our way to Garbage Island.
Captain Moore?
Hi, I'm Thomas.
Nice to meet you, Thomas.
Good to meet you.
Good to have you. Come on aboard. Come on aboard. We've got some people for you to meet here.
All right, welcome.
Hello.
Come on in. Welcome aboard.
we do have a freezer on this side, and we can put a couple gallons of ice cream in there.
Ice cream seems to be a high priority for you.
Well, it's like that's a treat, you know, because it's a dry boat. I usually give you 1 day in the gyre because it's so calm, and we've been working so hard for so long, where we just put out the sea anchor and stop. And if you want to get pissed, you know, go ahead. You know. You know. But mostly when you're on watch and we're working, you know, it's a dry boat.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. I know that you don't have much experience, but
too much.
do you know whether or not you get seasick?
I have in the past, but
Okay, so you're going to probably want the patch,
I
at
might.
least to get started.
I'm about to get my scopolamine patch to help keep down the seasickness, hopefully. This is the same stuff that Colombian gangsters use to knock people out.
The one thing you want to be careful of is if you touch it, don't touch your eyes, because
That's okay. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna try to imagine what that would do. I'm just not gonna do it. How long should this last for?
3 days.
3 days? Well, we'll see how I'm doing by then.
3 days of happy no seasickness.